Hi guys, today we're going to be doing another full face of makeup kind of video, and you guys are very lucky because this is like the second one I've done in less than 2 weeks, I think. I don't really do these very often, but when Lookfantastic reached out to me and asked if I wanted to be part of their Halloween campaign and I could pick up some products from their site to feature and show you guys, of course I said yes, because that is so exciting. If you guys don't know who Lookfantastic is, they are the largest, I think, online retailer of cosmetics in Europe, and they are just now expanding to the States. So if you see other influencers that you follow do the same thing that I'm doing, it's probably just because they reached out to a lot of us asking if we wanted to do this. So they asked if I wanted to do like a Halloween inspired look with what I got, and my first instinct was, shit, I don't know how to do that. So I replied back and I was like, hey, is it okay if I just do like a more kind of wearable Halloween look? So that's what we're gonna do. This is going to be a Halloween look for dummies, I guess you can call it, because I don't know how to do that kind of stuff. And to be completely honest, I don't really care to do looks and like crazy shit that takes hours and hours on end on my face just to wash it off at the end of the day. Like that's not how I like to use makeup. So we're gonna do something very simple. I'm going to kind of, I don't know, paint some ghosts on my face or something. Like that's my plan anyway. So I do want to show you the things that I got. They also gave me a discount code, which is Annette. It will give you 25% off any order on Lookfantastic. I will have their website linked down below. Like I said in the beginning, this isn't a sponsored video. I don't know if I said that, but this is not sponsored. They just sent me these products to show to you guys. So let me go ahead and show you the things that I ended up picking up from their site. So when I was on their browsing, I wanted to make sure that I kind of picked out some brands that I hadn't tried before, and they have a lot of Illamasqua stuff. So I ended up getting their foundation. I also got their concealer, and I also have a black lipstick from Illamasqua as well that I want to test out. I got a bronzer here from Sleek Makeup, which is a brand that I haven't really tried at all. I also got a blush here from a brand called Delilah. Wait until you see how this comes packaged. It's so bougie, but I'm really excited to just be able to try some new things and like some new brands that I haven't played with a lot. So when it came to like picking out an eyeshadow palette, they didn't really have a lot of brands that had good color stories, and I also wanted something kind of dark and like grungy and Halloween-y. So the one that I ended up going with was this one from Lime Crime. This is the Venus 2. This is going to be my first time trying any eyeshadows from Lime Crime, and I've heard a lot of really good things about their eyeshadow formula. So I thought today we could kind of work with maybe these two blues. I think that could be kind of fun. Like I sort of have an idea in my head what it is that I want to do. So I think we should just go ahead and get started. So I have already moisturized my face. I'm not one who uses primers. You probably know that if you've been on my channel for a while, but I just don't feel like they do anything for me personally. So I'm just gonna go straight in with the foundation. So this is the Illamasqua Skin-Based Foundation. It says it's a natural buildable coverage and it's the ultimate skin realism foundation. It's for all skin types. So I'm interested to see. I do think that this is going to be a little bit too light. I have kind of like swatched it on my hand, but it comes like this. It basically has like a squeezy tube, and then you can probably see that if you can focus. See, yep, that's what the packaging looks like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some of this onto my brush. This is a brush that I got from Crown, I'm pretty sure, in a like old boxy charm or something, but it's a kind of dense but fluffy brush at the same time, and I love using brushes like this for my foundation. So actually the color looks really nice. I thought that maybe it would be a little bit too light, and the coverage looks really, really nice too. Honestly, that looks beautiful. I wasn't really sure if I was going to like this because I was talking to someone on Instagram and I showed them like the stuff that I got because I was really excited. And they said that they had heard someone else use this foundation or something like that, and they hated it, and they had oily skin too. And since I have oily skin, I got a little bit scared. So I'm very interested to see just if this is going to wear well on me, because I don't think this has a matte finish at all. And usually I do go with foundations that do have a matte finish because, like I said, I do have oily skin. So it'd be interesting to see how this wears, but I feel like this looks really, really nice on my face, and the color is honestly perfect. So far I'm very happy. I got mine in the shade 5, I think, if you wanted to know. It says SB05. I don't know. I don't remember how many shades they had. Do I have like a little thing here that I didn't know I had? Maybe I do. But I don't know how many shades they had, like I said. And if you knew, I don't really put a lot of foundation on my forehead because I always wear my hair down anyway, so I just kind of, I'm very rough up here. So if it's not looking that great, it's just because I simply don't care. So I would say this gave me about a medium plus coverage or so, but I really like how that looks. Let's go in with the concealer. So it comes in kind of this this clicky pen. Let me go ahead and show you because this is actually really cool. I have not taken anything out of this because I wanted it to stay clean so you could see, but you can kind of see what the applicator looks like. Super cool. It looks very expensive and it looks very high-end. So let me see if I can get some out. This is such a satisfying sound. I love this. Just gonna wait for the product to come out here, and I think it's slowly starting. Yep, there it is. That's a lot. That might be a little bit too much. Maybe I will take a brush and put it on my brush before I put it on my face. This might be a little bit too much concealer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this ColourPop brush here and use that to apply this with. This might be a little bit too dark for me actually. Like not like too dark, but it's definitely not brightening. I would say it's like my skin tone, which is probably a good thing. So I'm gonna take a closer look once I have applied this, just so I can see what it looks like. I don't have very good eyesight, so for me to like do my makeup in a mirror that's far away, it's just not possible, which is why you always see me use my little handheld mirror because I can't see anything otherwise. But I will say that I think that the coverage on this concealer looks quite nice. It's kind of on the thicker side, but honestly, I don't really mind that because I just find that it gives better coverage that way, and I do feel like I need the coverage in my concealer under my eyes. So this wasn't too much. I'm gonna click up a little bit more. It just looked like a lot because it was like a big glob. Let me try to apply it with the, ooh, that feels so nice. This is like nice and cold. Even though that is so cold. Oh, I kind of love it though. So you can see when I'm putting this concealer like on other places that it's definitely the right shade for me, and I can absolutely use this in the summer as well when I have a bit of a tan, because this is almost the same color as the foundation, it looks like. Again, the coverage is very nice. I actually really like how this is looking so far. It's blending out beautifully too. I'm just gonna take my foundation brush and just kind of go over everything one last time, and then I'm going to set this with some powder, and I'll do my brows and I'll come back because I don't need this video to be like super long, and I really just want to like, you know, feature the products that are new in my collection anyway. All right, so I've powdered my face and I did my brows, and looking up close at the foundation, let me zoom you in a little bit just so you can see. But I feel like it looks quite nice actually. Like it definitely looks matte because I have powdered, but I feel like for being at this point in my makeup routine, like it looks quite nice. So far I'm really happy with this. I'm excited to see if it's going to like wear well, because who knows? You never really know with foundations unless you've worn them for a day or two. I feel like it doesn't really matter what it looks like in the beginning. Sometimes my foundation will look like a little bit iffy right after I put it on, but once the rest of my face is done, like it looks amazing and it wears great. And sometimes my foundation will look a little bit too matte, and then a few hours into my day, like it'll start to warm up and look a lot better. So I don't really ever judge my foundation based upon like how it applies, because that's not really what matters. What matters is what it looks like when my makeup is all done and how it wears the rest of the day. But so far I like it. So let's go in with the bronzer. So this is from Sleek Makeup. Actually, this packaging is really nice. It's quite heavy too. It's like, it reminds me a little bit of the plastic packaging from ColourPop. It feels nice and heavy. So this is the shade. I got mine in the shade Literally, and I feel like this is going to be quite a nice shade on me. It's definitely a little cool tone, but I don't really mind that. So let's go ahead and see how this is going to apply. It's very powdery, a little bit dry. Actually, it doesn't look cool tone at all on the skin, which is nice. Got nice pigmentation without being too much. Blends out quite nicely. I think that looks really nice. I actually like the color of this a lot. It reminds me a lot of the Kaleidos one that I've been using lately, even though in the pan they definitely look very different, but on the face, I like this. I'm not mad at this at all, actually. I always try to go in and like blend underneath my bronzer. I don't like having a sharp line looking like, you know, you've done a contour and you've cleaned it up. Like, I don't really like that look on my face because I don't have a very angular face to begin with. So I feel like sharp lines on me just looks kind of weird. I don't know, maybe that's just in my head. So let me show you this blush now because this is so cute. So like I said, this is from a brand called Delilah. So you slip it out like this, and then it comes in like this little pouch, and this is so nice. Like, I wish every brand would package their products like this, and this is what the blush looks like. So super cute. It's not like the most heaviest, wow, bad grammar. It's not the heaviest compact, but it just feels really nice. So this is in the shade Clementine, and this is a powder brush, powder blush. I always confuse those two. So let's go ahead and put some of this on. This is such a cute color. I'm going to use a natural hair brush. We'll see how pigmented this is, but this isn't super dark, so I'm not worried about this being too pigmented, but it definitely has a lot of pigment. That is so cute. I love that. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it without being like super glowy. I really like that. That is, oh, I like this a lot. That is super cute. I'm actually gonna go quite heavy with my blush today because when I go in and do my little ghosts, I want my ghosts to be like right here. So I want them to kind of like layer over the blush, if that makes sense. Definitely gonna blush my nose a lot too because I just love it. Yes, I know, it's a lot of blush. It looks like a lot of blush. Let me just go over it a little bit with my powder brush here, but this is my intention, okay? I mean to look very blush heavy, so just so you know. Should we do the eyes next and then do the highlighter last? I guess I might as well do the highlighter now because it doesn't really matter, does it? So this is the highlighter we're gonna use. Again, like I said, this is from Pixi. It's the Glowy Gossamer. Is that how you say that? Gossamer Duo in Subtle Sunrise. So let's go ahead and swatch these. I know Paulina Beauty raves about these. They feel very smooth. Ooh, those look so cute. Wow, they look so nice and wet looking. Let me just swatch those on the back of my hand too. I know so many people love Pixi products. They don't swatch out as good as they look on the finger, but I feel like on the face they're gonna look great. Like I said, so many people that I watch love Pixi products, probably because a lot of them get it in PR and get a chance to try it that way. I've just never like been attracted really to like buying anything from Pixi because most of their products are kind of basic, you know, and you guys know I'm not really a basic bitch, but these look beautiful. I'm gonna go in with the pink one here and just see if this is going to be light enough for me. I'm using my Sigma F03 brush. I need to dig in a little bit more here. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks nice. Ooh, I really like that. Isn't that so cute though? I feel like this is the kind of highlighter that you can just like pile on and it's just gonna look nicer and nicer. And it just blends into everything so nicely. Oh, I like that so much too. So far, I'm so happy with everything. Oh, I love when things just go well, you know? Like you never know when you're trying a bunch of new things on your face at the same time, if they're going to like work together. If one thing looks bad, usually everything ends up looking bad, but I'm just really happy about this. Watch me mess up the ghosts and this whole look is just going to be scrapped. I mean, I'm gonna post it regardless, but it would just be so sad because I do want to take some cute pictures of this when I'm done. Oh, let's put on the lipstick just for fun. Let me just wear this lipstick the whole time. So this is from Illamasqua as well, like I said. And here is what the packaging looks like. Again, very sleek and high end. So I will show you the lipstick. Of course it is black because I told you in the beginning of the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. I'm going to use a eyeliner because I don't have a lip liner. I'm gonna use this one from Urban Decay instead. So I don't think these lip lines are perfect, but I'm gonna go ahead and fix that after. But I'm just gonna put this lipstick over the top. I mean, it's definitely nice and black, so very creamy too, went on very nicely. I'm just gonna take a small brush here and go over the lip lines and make sure that those are looking good. I think this is good enough. Let's go ahead and put on some eyeshadow because I feel like my eyes are very naked right now. I'm going to prime with my Natasha Denona eyeshadow base. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of this primer underneath my eye as well because I know I wanna have that very light blue under my eye and I just wanna make sure that that blue really sticks and really pops. I don't know if these shadows are going to need it, but I'm just doing this because I really want this to be very vibrant. But man, I love that highlighter. Isn't that so cute? So, like I said, I do have a plan with this look. So I basically want this to be a blue look. I'm very curious about this shade right here because it looks like it's a matte with glitter in it. Let me go ahead and swatch it. Ooh, wow, look at that. Look at how that changed when I kind of rub my finger into it. That's beautiful. It does still seem like it is a matte though, even though it feels kind of creamy. That's very interesting. My plan is to put this in my crease as well as under my eye, and then put this shade right here over my lid and kind of make it into like a black and blue smoky eye. So let's start with the matte shade. Going to just be very heavy and put this into my crease. Really gonna build this up and blow this out as much as I possibly can. But pigmentation seems to be very nice, definitely buildable. Not one of those like very intense formulas as soon as you put it on the eyes. It does take a few dips into the pan here, but it seems to be building very well. And like I said, I am going to take this under my eye as well. I love the vibrancy of this and I love the color of this. I really like this blue. That is beautiful. Next up, I'm gonna go in with some NYX glitter primer because I just don't know if I'm going to have like fallout with the shade, and I also don't know really if this is a matte or a shimmer, but I'm just gonna put this down to begin with. Did you hear that? I like squirted out. That was pretty funny. It sounded like a fart. But like I said, I am going to put down some glitter primer all over my lid here, just because I want to see if I can get those sparkles to show as well. I'm not taking this into my crease because I do need to blend the shadow into my crease. So with the same brush, I'm going to dip into that kind of glittery black shade and just kind of see what happens when I put that on my lid. So I do think this is a matte shade. This might not work very well. And I think I just messed up the pan in this palette. Oops, I mean, this is totally my own fault. Let me see if I can apply this with a dry brush instead. So this is definitely a matte, which kind of makes me a little bit sad. I wish this was a shimmer instead. So I'm just patting this over where I put on my glitter primer. Now, don't do like I do and use a glitter primer with a matte because it's not what you're supposed to do. So don't do that. So once I have placed this down all over my lid where I want it to be, I'm gonna go in with a more of a blending brush, the one that I used in my crease with that same shadow here. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit and I'm gonna start blending this into that blue and really smoke this out and try to get a good blend. Hopefully I'll be able to get a good blend here where they meet because I feel like it's obviously a lot more intense where that glitter primer is. So I'm just gonna work on this and see how good I'm able to get this. So I think this looks really good and this blended out beautifully. It also built up very nicely. Should I go in with a little bit more of that blue? Let's go in with just a little bit, just around the edges to kind of make sure that I bring this color back a little bit because I feel like I lost it. I mean, this blend looks so good. I absolutely love this. Is there anything else I want to do? I want to find a blue iridescent highlighter to put in my inner corner. And for that, I'm going to take this one from Cliona. This is in the shade Fluorescence. I think there might be a little bit of green in this as well, but I just think that that's going to look really cool anyway. I'm going to spray this a little bit with some Fix Plus to make sure that this is nice and intense. And I'm just going to pop that right in my inner corner. That looks so cool. God, I love how that layers over the top of those other colors. Ooh, I am so obsessed. Okay, I'm gonna finish my eyes. I'm going to do some liner and mascara, probably just do black in my waterline, and I'll come back and we can do the ghosts together, which is terrifying, but hopefully I'm gonna be able to figure out how to do that. I did practice a little bit last night, so fingers crossed I'm not going to mess up this whole look because so far I love this. So the eyes are all done. Now let's go ahead and do some ghosts on my face. I did go with blue in my waterline, by the way, just because I couldn't help myself. I'm going to use this gel liner from Lethal. This is in the shade Buffer, and then I'm going to use a prototype brush from Refer. This is a very, very small pencil brush here, so I'm going to use that to kind of outline or sketch down the white where I want the ghosts to be. And then I'm probably going to go over the edges with a black liquid liner after. So I'm going to go ahead and load up my brush here. I'm just kind of swirling it into my eyeliner. And I'm just gonna kind of do what I did last night because it turned out pretty good. Not that I like took pictures or anything, but basically I'm gonna start by drawing like the head of the ghost. So it's just gonna be like kind of a circle here. Just gonna go ahead and fill that in, and then basically I'm just gonna do like kind of a swirling motion as if I'm like drawing a balloon on my face, and then just connect that and make it a little bit thicker. Doesn't have to be like super precise, it's not that serious. It's gonna look good in the end anyway. Gonna make his head a little bit bigger here. So it's gonna look a little bit like that, and then we're gonna go ahead and do the arms, which you can really just kind of draw them however you want. Like I said, it's not that serious. Once you put the eyes on, like it's all just gonna come together. So just gonna be like one arm here on each side. Again, you can just kind of finesse it as you go. And there's also no way that I'm gonna be able to get the other side to be the same, but I'm gonna try to do like something similar on this side. So these are going to be our ghosts. Now I thought about, what if I fill in the ghosts with the same shadow that I used in my inner corner? Like, wouldn't that look so cool? I don't know why I didn't think of that before, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that and make it kind of like a blue iridescent ghost. Like, I hope that's gonna turn out good. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this as well. I'm just using another referral brush. This is my 03, I think this is. Just a small pencil brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put that over the top of the ghost. That's gonna look so cool. Oh, look at that. I love it already. And then we'll do the outline of the ghost after, because I feel like if I were to do that now, I'm gonna end up getting shadow on top of the black. So now comes the tricky part. I'm gonna take my liquid liner and I'm going to outline my ghost. I'm also going to draw on the eyes. So let me draw the eyes on first. Again, it's not that serious. You're just gonna draw 2 circles. And then however you want the mouth to be, just do that. So that's basically gonna be my ghost. And then I'm gonna go ahead and try to outline this. So I think that's basically gonna be it. So like I said, don't sweat it too much. If there's like little, you know, feathery strokes or whatever, it kind of makes it looks a bit more like a sketch. So I think this is going to be my Halloween. Like, I love my little ghosts. I think they're so cute. I did go a little bit out of the line with the shadow here, but it's fine. It's not that serious. No one's gonna be able to see it. So this is gonna be my Halloween look for dummies. I hope you found this a little bit helpful, maybe something you can do for Halloween if you don't have a lot of time. I mean, doing the ghosts took me at most 5 minutes or maybe 10 minutes with the outline, but I don't know. I just think it's really cute, and I'm so happy with all of these products. They all performed beautifully. I don't have anything that I didn't like that I tried today. I mean, the highlighter is so beautiful. I do kind of wish that I had like a blue highlighter on my face, but since I didn't have that in this order, I didn't want to pull it in. But I just love this so much. I think it looks so cute. So thank you to Lookfantastic for providing me with all of these beautiful products. Don't forget to check out their website. Maybe you can pick up some of these products that I use today, because I think they're all awesome. Thank you to you guys for watching as always. If you want to see some other tutorials, here's my tutorial playlist. And if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.